If you're tired of overly busy chronograph dials, Citizen might have just delivered something surprisingly refreshing. Citizen has just released 3 new Eco-Drive chronographs, and interestingly, the first thing you'll notice is what's missing. There's no Eco-Drive branding on the dial. For a brand that usually highlights its solar tech front and center, this is a pretty bold shift, and honestly, it makes a big difference. So let's break these down. The 3 new references include the white dial CA4764-57A, the black dial CA4764-57E, and the dark blue CA4766-51L. All 3 share the same case dimensions, 39.6 millimeters in diameter and 11.7 millimeters thick, which is a really sweet spot for a modern chronograph. Not too big, not too small, just versatile enough for everyday wear. You're getting a stainless steel case, sapphire crystal, short lugs, and a tachymeter bezel, giving these watches a sporty, functional look without going over the top. Water resistance is rated at 100 meters, so these can easily handle daily wear and more. Now let's talk about the dial, because that's really the highlight here. Each model features a clean, uncluttered layout with black subdials that contrast nicely against the main dial. These subdials aren't just for looks, they actually help capture light to power the solar movement inside. And that's where things get interesting. Inside is Citizen's B620 Eco-Drive movement, accurate to about plus or minus 15 seconds per month, which is standard for solar quartz in this category. You also get a date display tucked between 4 and 5 o'clock, along with a 24-hour indicator and chronograph subdials. Now that date placement might raise some eyebrows. Angled date windows aren't always the easiest to read, so that's something we'll need to see in real-world use. Design-wise, though, Citizen really nailed the balance here. The white dial version especially gives off that panda chronograph vibe that collectors love. Clean, high contrast, and easy on the eyes. And without excessive text on the dial, everything just feels more refined and intentional. Now, in terms of competition, this is where things get serious. Watches like the Seiko Speedtimer Solar Chronograph have basically dominated this price segment for a while now, and for good reason. But Citizen might have found an edge here. A cleaner dial, slightly more compact sizing, and potentially better everyday wearability could make these a very strong alternative. Now let's talk price. In Japan, these are set at 49,500 yen, which is roughly $310 US. At that price point, these are extremely competitive, especially considering the specs and finishing you're getting. The watches are scheduled to release in Japan on April 9th, but there's no official word yet on global availability. And honestly, that might be the biggest question mark here, because if these do go international, they could quickly become one of the best value solar chronographs on the market. So, overall, Citizen seems to be doing something very smart here, focusing on what enthusiasts actually want: clean design, wearable sizing, and solid performance. Now it just comes down to one thing: can you actually get one? Let me know which color you'd pick, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more watch reviews.